All right, so Scott Kelly going to jump out to the early lead from that TQ spot. Looks like Greg Britt already moving into the 2 past Greg Morgan. So Scott Kelly picked him up and put him down in the first round. Set a really fast early TQ. Had a rough run in the second one. So we'll see if he can run. Oh, get back going the way he was in the first round here in the main. All right, so Scott Kelly and Greg Morgan running 1-2 with Greg Burt in the third spot. Jason Martin, DeSavage, and Kevin Kilburn not really spread out too much so far. Everybody's still relatively close. Looks like Greg Morgan going to make a move for the lead. Scott Kelly going to drop down to the 2 as they head down the straightaway. That Hyper TT open wheel truck is Greg Morgan, and Scott Kelly in the 4-wheel drive short course 10 SCTE. Nice inside pass by Kelly. Going to take over the lead from Greg as they head through the option section. Kelly in the very, very bright short course body is your leader. Greg looking for a way by as they come on the straightaway. It's a race. And Scott gets a little sideways at the end of the straight, so Greg Morgan going to move back into the lead. Greg Burt trying to catch back up to the battle. And Scott looking inside after the double-double, but nothing there as they go through the option line. Scott going way around the outside, but actually gaining a little bit on Greg as they head down the straightaway. Help us out on the straightaway. Help us out. All right, Greg Morgan. Fast lap of the race last time, 23.8. So Scott Kelly and Greg Morgan trying to duke it out down the straightaway. Morgan 25.7, Kelly 26.5. So a rough lap for both of them. Oh, looks like Morgan spins it out, so Kelly going to jump into the lead spot. They're coming up on the back of Heaven, I think. Yep. So Scott Kelly with a bobble going to lose the lead back to Greg. So Greg going to lead this one as they come up to the start-finish line. And down the straightaway, Greg Morgan, Scott Kelly, Greg Britt trying to get back in this one. And Greg Morgan still your leader with a little bobble. Scott Kelly all over the back door now. 3:10 down, 1:50 left to go. So we've had a 3-minute, 15-second battle between Scott and Greg. But we still got a minute and a half to figure out how it's going to end. Oh, Scott Kelly with a little bobble, so Greg going to pull out just a little bit. And Burt actually putting some good laps together. He's actually closed in on that battle. And then I talked about him, and then he crashed. Dang it. So Morgan down the straightaway, 25.7. 25.6 for Scott Kelly. So Scott need to put some clean laps together, try and get caught back up to Morgan so he can get a chance to look for a pass. Looks like Morgan with a little bobble, so Scott a little closer this lap. Oh, Morgan upside down, so Scott Kelly going to grab that lead spot back. Scott Kelly has the lead. Morgan wants it down the straightaway, running 1-2 with 50 seconds to go. So they're going to get this lap and one more, and maybe one more after that too. All right, so Scott Kelly, nice clean lap, going to maintain that lead spot coming down the straightaway. Morgan about half a straightaway back. Scott Kelly 23.3, fast lap of the race when it matters the most. Kelly and Morgan should make it by for one more after this one if they stay clean to the line. Oh, Kelly upside down. Back on his wheels. Now Morgan has the lead. They get side by side coming onto the straightaway. Morgan has it. And That's a race. Greg Morgan going to take the win. All those little bobbles on the last lap kept them from getting the extra one. Still waiting on several drivers to finish. Guys, don't go anywhere yet. Just waiting for Jason Martin. And that's a race. All right. Wow, that was a good race. So Greg Morgan going to take the win. Scott Kelly in the 2. Dave Burt in the 3. Jason Martin in the 4. The Savage in the 5. And Kevin Kilber going to finish in the 6th spot. All right, guys. You guys can keep practicing if you want, but I do need those transponders back.